What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Modern men are screwed. Listen, this video will offend some people, but some of you got to drink this coffee. Let's get it.
This is going to sound insulting to you, but I feel bad for your mom.
Yeah, but like...
Because her money...
You take care of me, I take care of you, you know? She's taking care of me.
What are you doing to take care of her? You're lying to her.
Building my future. Being a good son. Creating a career where she's going to be set for life. Like, everyone in my life is going to be set for life. Like...
All right, how much money are you making off this amazing career?
Not right now. Nothing right now, but...
All right, guys, so I want to give some quick context to this video because there's not much to it. It's a short video, but what we see is a young man, who lacks ambition, has high aspiration, but lacks ambition. This is a lot of men today. And of course, he has dreams of retiring his mother, helping his mother out. But when confronted with questions about what are you doing right now? What money are you making right now? What job do you have right now? This man is doing absolutely nothing. There are too many young men today who are just like this. Let's keep listening and we'll talk more about it later.
What are the steps you started to build this? What do you even want to do? You talked about opening a store. You talked about being famous.
I want to do everything. I want to do everything.
All right. We're gonna need to narrow the focus a little bit from there in order to set goals to achieve some success.
I guess have my own business.
What kind of business?
Business and everything. The main job, my main thing every day that I'll make, I guess, money from, like that's my job. Like I have to work towards is the streaming.
How many people watch the New York stream?
No one.
All right, so guys, I introduced this video by saying that modern men are screwed. A lot of men today are in the same position that this young man is in, is they have these big dreams. With the popularization of platforms like YouTube and seeing a whole lot of influencers make money online, they've made it look really easy. And that's become the dream of a lot of young men today. In fact, studies say that young people, when they ask them today what they want to be when they grow up, the number one answer is YouTuber. And while that may be great, because I'll never tell anybody to not dream big, you can have aspirations to do great things as long as you're willing to put in the work. And the truth is, a lot of young men today are full of shit. But a lot of this is because no one ever tells them this. And when they're told this, they don't want to believe it. Why? Because the guys they see with the Lamborghinis online, the guys they see who are YouTubers or streamers, make it look easy. A lot of young men today lack the work ethic to make their dreams actually become a reality, let alone start a business. You will never get to where you're at right now if in your day-to-day life, there is no proof indicating that you're somebody who is hardworking, consistent, has hustle. Let me make this more practical because I really am making this video specifically for one guy out there who has aspirations to be highly successful, because I want that for you if you're listening to this video. But you first have to be real with yourself. You can't be under your mom. She's paying for your bills. You're not responsible for anything else in your life, but you think that one day you're going to be streaming online and something's going to take off and all of a sudden you're going to become a successful business person. Men who want to be entrepreneurs, men who want to be highly successful today, specifically young men, pay close attention. You first need to show that you are responsible in your day-to-day life. You need to start paying for your own rent. You need to get your own spot. If you're not ready for that, you need to contribute in the situation you're in right now in your household. Too many young men today want things handed to them. Life's never going to hand you shit. Never going to hand you anything. It will beat you down until you understand this. You must work. While you're pursuing that thing you're passionate about, you must work. If your mother is still responsible for you, you have not yet proved that you have what it takes to manage a business and be successful. No one owes you anything. Your mom doesn't have to invest in your dreams. It's great. Some people have that. Most people won't. So first things first, be self-sustained, pay your own bills. Stop waiting for funding from some person who's going to recognize your talent and all of a sudden they're just going to open up the floodgates for success to happen, because that's not the way it works. It does not work that way. First, you must become self-efficient. No man will respect you. Because listen, I've seen this too many times, right? I've seen too many young men who refuse to go out here and be competitive. Here's the biggest mistake a lot of guys make who want to accomplish anything in life, is they don't know that you have to do both. You have to work, maintain your life, pay your bills, eat, survive. That has to be your number one priority. And then with your extra time when you're not working, now you invest into a potential business. Now you invest into a potential skill. But you have to focus on being self-sustained first to be respected, to compete in the market that you want to get into. It's crazy, the delusion that I hear a lot of guys spew out here today. And I was there. I was there when I was young. But I quickly realized that, like, hey, you're not going to get anywhere in this life if you can't take care of your basic essential needs. If you right now, without your mother and your father, it sounded like this guy was raised by a single mother, first of all, but without your parents, cannot survive on your own, then that should be your first priority. And while you're doing that, then go and pursue greatness. But you got to do both, man. Shit is not going to fall from the sky. And I want to bring up the fact that this man was most likely raised by a single mother, but I still want to put the responsibility on him because it's going to be his responsibility at the end of the day. Next comment here, first comment says, that moment when you realize that it all sounded so much better in your head. Yeah. Sometimes you got to bounce your idea off people who are doing what you're doing and assume that they know what they're talking about. Next, another comment here says, dude needs to come clean and his mom needs to kick him out, fast, not slow, to get him to figure out he needs to work. A lot of people don't realize how serious life is, survival, how much they need to work until their back is against the wall, unfortunately. And for a guy like this, he needs that. Next comment here says, she's going to be set for life. He's quoting the young man in the video, and he follows it by his delusion, thinking that it's guaranteed. It's good confidence, right? But confidence without work ethic and any evidence to back up what you're talking about is delusion. We have another commenter here who says, had a friend said she would be rich one day. I asked her how. She said once she won the lottery. Bruh. It's tough to see the young people, especially young men, today talk about what they want to be, but then you're looking at their life and they're just lazy. You can't be lazy, bro. You cannot be lazy if you want to be highly successful. Now, you could be average, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want. But what I'm talking about is there would be guys who would talk about all this success, how they're going to retire everybody and all the money they're going to make, but you're barely able to put gas in your car. Focus on doing that first. Next comment here from another person says, I have a plan, ... All I'm missing is education, talent, resources, and direction. Another comment here says, guarantee this dude looks up to guys like Sneeko and Andrew Tate. Could be wrong. I have no idea who this is, but I doubt I'm wrong. I mean, even if that guy did look up to Sneeko and Andrew Tate, they would tell him the same thing. Well, I don't know much about Sneeko, but I'm sure Andrew Tate would tell him that he's lazy to his face. And again, this shows that this person who's commenting knows very little about Andrew Tate, who encourages men to get out there and work, right, for what they want, not to sit around and wish for things to happen, but you got to work. Next comment from another woman says, what's funny is there's a great chance he'll get famous off this and then he'll be exactly right, with the laughing emoji. That's funny. That is true. And then he'll be an anomaly. Then he'll be the exception to the rule. But for most people, they'll say, oh, look at that guy, right? He got famous because he was being delusional, but they don't understand that you can't replicate that situation. People think when it comes to content and being successful, it just comes down to producing content, but they don't see what happens in the background. They don't see the business aspect to be successful long term. They don't understand that the content is just a small fraction of everything you have to do to maintain consistency, longevity, and the business. Another person here says, I want to do everything, but proceeds to do nothing. Yeah, again, I'm not here to shoot down anybody's dreams. Dream large. I think it's important to have big dreams. I just think it's even more important to have work ethic to match up those dreams, right? Life is never gonna bend to your will just because you said it. And this idea of the universe is working while I'm working, dog, it's a whole lot of work, bro. It's a whole lot of work. It's a whole lot of pain, suffering, continuous hustle. And there's no music playing while you're putting in that work. It's just you. Hopefully this motivated and inspired somebody. Listen, guys, as always, curious to know what you think. Comment down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.